Hello, 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 everyone. It's Betsy here. Da da da. And today we are going to factor polynomials. In this video, we're just going to talk about factoring out the greatest common factor. So let's get started here. Number one, it says 12 times x minus 15 times y. So let's look at the coefficients, the numbers out front first. We got a 12 and we got a 15. 12 is the smaller number. So ask yourself, will 12 go into 15 evenly? No, if we take 15 and divide it by 12, we're going to get 1 point something. So we need to find a number that goes into it evenly. So let's look at what multiplies the 12. So 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. Now we know that 12 doesn't go into 15 evenly, so let's look at the next biggest number that goes into 12, which is 6. Will 6 go into 15 evenly? No. We get 2 point something, so we'll get a decimal if we do that. So what's the next number? 4. Will 4 go into 15 evenly? Nope, it'll be 3 point something. So next, 3. Will 3 go into 15 evenly? Yes. So we can factor out a 3. Now, look at the x here. Does the other term, remember the terms are separated by plus or minus signs. Does the other term here have an x? No, so we cannot factor out an x. La la la, how about a y? Do both terms have a y? No, so we cannot factor out a y. So the only thing we can factor out here is a 3. So now I'm going to make my set of parentheses. When you look at the original problem, 12x minus 2, there's two terms here. We've got 12x, negative 15y, which means we have to have two terms in our parentheses. I've got a minus here. I'm going to bring down that minus. So now we need to ask ourselves, 3 times what is 12? 3 times 4. And we've got this little x sitting here, so we got to bring it down. So 3 times 4x is 12x. Now, 3 times what is 15? 5. And we've got this y sitting here, so we got to bring it down. So when you distribute the 3 through the parentheses, you're going to get what you started with. 3 times 4x is 12x. 3 times negative 5y is negative 15y. And we're done. Yay, yay, yay. All right, let's go on to number 2. Again, we're going to start with the coefficients, the numbers out front. So we've got a 20, we've got a 15, and we've got a 25. The smallest number is 15. Will 15 go into 20 evenly? No. So I know that we can't use 15. I don't even have to look at the 25. So what multiplies a 15? 1 and 15, 3 and 5. The next biggest number that goes into 15 is 5. Will 5 go evenly into 20? Yes. Will 5 go evenly into 25? Yes. So you can take 5 out. Now we got to look at the variables, the letters. When I look at the letters, let's look at the x first. This one has it. Oops, I don't want to use that. This one has an x, this one has an x, and this one has an x. So all the terms have an x. When that's the case, that means you can factor out an x. And then you look at the smallest exponent. I've got a 7. I've got a 5. Oops, a 2, excuse me, a 2. And what do we have here? We have a 1. Remember, if there's not an exponent there, it's understood to be a 1. When you're taking out the greatest common factor, you take out the variable with the smallest exponent. So 7, 2, and 1, the 1 is smallest, so I can take out an x to the 1. If you want to put the 1 there, you can. Now let's look at the y's. Does every term have a y? Y? Yes. So then we have to look at the exponents for the y's. I've got a 2, I've got a 5, and I've got a 3. The smallest is a 2, so that's what I can take out. We started with 1, 2, 3 terms, so we need to have 3 terms in our parentheses. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. All right. Now, we're going to look at the numbers out front first. And when I look at the numbers out front, I say 5 times what is 20? 5 times 4 is 20. That takes care of the 20. I've got x to the 1 here, and I've got 7 of them here, so I need 6 more. When we multiply, we add the exponents, so 6 and 1 makes that 7. And I've got a y2, y to the second, and I've got a y to the second. I've already got it. Now, minus 5 times 3 is 15. I've got 1x here, but I got 2 x's here, so I need another x. I've got 2 y's, but I've got 5 y's here, so I need 3 more y's. Plus 5 times 5 is 25. I've got my 1x. I've got 2 y's. I need 1 more y. And that's factored. So let's just go back and check our answer by distributing that 5xy squared through. So when you take 5xy squared times 4x to the 6th, 5 times 4 is my 20. X to the 1 times x to the 6th, you add the exponents, that gives us x to the 7th, and we've already got the y squared. So perfect. Now, a positive times a negative gives me that negative. 5 times 3 is 15. I've got x to the 1. X to the 1 times x to the 1 is x squared, because you add the exponents. That's good. I got y squared, but I got y to the 5th here, so I need 3 more y's. 2 plus 3 makes 5. And then 5 times 5 is positive 25. And then I've got the x. I need 3 y's. I've got 2 here, so I needed 1 more. So we're good to go. It works. All right, yay. Let's take a look at the next one. I'm going to change the color up here a little bit. Let's try this color. All right, let's look at the numbers out front first. We got a 21, we got a 27, and an 18. The smallest number is 18. Will 18 go into 21 evenly? No, we'll get a decimal. Therefore, we need to look at what multiplies to 18. I don't really like that color. It's a little light. Let's go with a little better color here. How about this blue? All right, 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 6 is 18. We've already tried the 18, so the next number we're going to try is the 9. Will 9 go into 21 evenly? Nope, so we can't use 9. Will 6 go into 21 evenly? Nope, we can't use 6. Will 3 go into 21 evenly? Yes. How about 27? Will 3 go into 27 evenly? Yes. So we can factor out a 3. Now, let's look and see if there's an m in each term, and there is. So we can take out an m. But we got to look at the exponents. Our exponents are 3, 3, and 5. The smallest is a 3, so that's what we can take out. Now let's look at our p's. They all have a p. What's the smallest exponent? We've got a 5, we have a 4, and we have a 6. So the smallest is a 4. So that's what we can take out. I'm going to clean this up here a little bit. La 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 la. La 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 la. How are we doing, everyone? You guys doing okay? All right, let's go on. We've got 3 terms, 1, 2, 3. So we have to end up with 3 terms in the parentheses. So here we go. 3 times 7 is 21. I've got 3 m's on the outside. That cancels with that. We got p to the 4th. We need p to the 5, so I need 1 more p. A positive times a negative gives me that negative. 3 times 9 is 27. I've got the m to the 3, and I've got the p to the 4. So that's all I have there. Plus 3 times 6 is 18. I've got m cubed here, but I need m to the 5th, so I need 2 more. I got p to the 4 here, but I need p to the 6, so I need 2 more. And that's it. We're done. La, 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 la. Let's go back and check it just to make sure we didn't make a mistake. So we have 3 times 7 is 21. M to the 3rd, p to the 4th times p is p to the 5th. So that one works out. Then I got my minus. Good. 3 times 9 is 27. I've already got the M3 and the P4 there on the outside, so I don't need that. A positive times a positive gives me that positive, so that's good. 3 times 6 is 18. I got M to the 3rd. I need 2 more to get M to the 5th. I got P to the 4th. I need 2 more to get P to the 6th. So we're good there. Yay, we did it. Woohoo! All right, one more. I want to bring this parenthesis back over though too. So let's put it a little closer. All right, let's take a look at the last one. When you are factoring polynomials and your leading coefficient is negative, remember the leading coefficient goes with the degreed term. The degreed term has the biggest exponent for your variable. So my degreed term is negative 3m squared. Because that's negative, when you're factoring and you start factoring trinomials into binomials, it will be easier if you factor out the negative. So I'm going to factor out the negative. Now, the smallest number is 3. Will 3 go into 12? Yes. Will 3 go into 6? Yes. So I can take out a 3. All the terms don't have an m, so that's all I can factor out. We've got 3 terms to start with. We have to have 3 terms in the parentheses. Now, a negative times a positive gives me that negative. I've already got the 3. I need the m squared. A negative times a negative gives me a positive. I've already got 3. 3 times 4 is 12, and I got to bring the m along. Now, a negative 3 times a positive 2 gives me negative 6. And we're done. Negative 3m squared, here we go, positive 12m, and negative 6. Perfect. We are done. Ta-da! All right, in the next video, we're going to factor trinomials. So we're going to factor out the greatest common factor, and then we're going to take that trinomial and factor it into 2 binomials. So I hope you stay with me and have an awesome day. Thank you.